to get here with open hands, letting life show me who I am. Some doors closed, some lights stay low, but I learned how to move with the flow. I learned my pace didn't need applause. Some things bloom quietly behind the walls. Every season spoke my name. I listened closely, I changed. I found my rhythm in the still. Started choosing what feels real. Stopped explaining every turn. Trusted time and let it burn. I stayed when I couldn't rush ahead. Stayed grounded, stayed in my softness instead. I chose ease, I chose to believe. Yeah, the year reshaped me, but I stayed with me. I stayed open, I stayed true. Still becoming, still brand new. Now everything's show, but I grew. The win is simple, I stay with me. Success remain my language this year. Not just things, but how I appear. Slow mornings, peace in my space. Intentional love, a gentler pace. I stopped dimming what felt divine. Let my life feel curated design. Every boundary felt like grace. Every yes was perfectly placed. I learned becoming doesn't shout. It whispers when you tune it out. Every choice felt like a crown. Every step, solid ground. I stayed when I couldn't rush ahead. Stayed grounded, stayed in my softness instead. I chose ease, I chose to believe. Yeah, the year reshaped me, but I stayed with me. I stayed open, I stayed true. Still becoming, still brand new. Not everything show, but I grew. The win is simple, I stay with me. Becoming her wasn't a moment, it was a mindset. Choosing myself daily, moving with intention, letting my life feel beautiful on purpose. I didn't chase, I aligned, and that changed everything. I stayed present, I stayed clear. Stayed faithful to my vision here. Every step led me closer to me, and that's the victory. I stayed soft, I stayed whole. Still gentle, still in control. I close this year proudly because I stay with me. So I end this year in gratitude, wrapped in growth and quiet truth. No rush, no need to explain. I stayed, and I'm entering the next season change.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl Sarah here, and welcome back to the channel in our temporary chateau for another video. As you guys can tell by the title, we are kicking off the new year super duper slow with a staycation at the MGM, no less. Before we get into the video, you guys know I have to acknowledge my tribe. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. Thank you for your support in 2025, but thank you so much for returning for another video in 2026. I appreciate y'all so much for rocking with me. And if you are new here and you're not a subscriber yet, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're gonna be one by the time this video ends, or maybe right now. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you like a channel that's filled with fashion, family, fun, fabulosity, food, friends, all of our favorite F words, sprinkled with a little bit of lux, then this is the channel and tribe for you. That's right, it comes with the tribe. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Now let's go ahead and get into this video. Normally I like to start the new year off just getting right to it. But this year, because I kind of feel like it's a continuation from 2025, and we'll talk about that a little bit later in our recap of 2025, I wanted to ease into it, and ease into it the right way, and that is with a staycation. It didn't have to be a staycation. I could have eased into it at home, but you know, I mean, If given the opportunity, let's go ahead and do a staycation. I'm about to go to dinner really quick on the property, and I don't have a lot of time as usual. I'm gonna do my makeup while we chit chat and just talk a little bit about 2025. Speaking of talking a little bit about 2025, you guys know this whole makeup situation, it started in 2025, late 2025. I'm just putting some primer on. I'm gonna share with you guys, just in case you're interested, what I'm wearing. And just for those who are out there who might be new, your girl is not a makeup artist. This is just what I do and what I know how to do, so don't be judging me, okay? But you could take some notes if you think some of this will work for you. You guys, as you saw at the beginning of the video, I went out for the very first time in my life. Y'all, I'm 44 years old. I have never in my life been like out, you know, amongst the people for a New Year's Eve celebration ever. But I decided that I wanted to do something a little different this year. I wanted to just like be out. I wanted to get dressed. I wanted to go out and be amongst the people and just see what the what was, right? I always, all these years, like heard stories, right? Oh no, I don't want to be out on New Year's Eve because people are crazy and, you know, all these things will happen. You probably have heard that, and I didn't tell. I'm gonna make sure I pop it up on the screen because I didn't tell you guys. This is a concealer. It's called Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I'm just concealing my dark spots, which we're gonna work on getting rid of in 2026. I know I've been working on it, but I ain't been working. Anyway, so I always heard stories, and I don't know, comment down below if you have too, but I always heard like super duper negative things when it came to going out on New Year's Eve. Always. No one ever had anything positive to say. As a matter of fact, when people ask me like, well, what are you gonna do, you know, this New Year's Eve? Normally, I would be at home with my family, but my daughter moved out and she got her own little life. And then my son, he actually had to work. So what was I gonna do? Sit at home and be sad? Because normally I would stay in to hang out with my family, to hang out with my kids, you know, and just kick the new year off that way. But they went and got their life, so mama made a life too, okay? Okay. So anyway, when I told people that tinted moisturizer by NARS, it's the Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. So I'm just putting that on top of or along with this brush. It is Dior number 12. But anyway, so a lot of people, when they asked me what I was doing this year, they actually had something negative to say about that too. Like, no, I'm not gonna be in these streets with all these drunk people. The funny thing is, you guys, you may or may not have noticed, but on social media, a lot of people have stopped drinking like that. You know what I'm saying? Like to where they get drunk. Obviously, this is, I can't say everyone, but I will say there is a huge movement for people to stop drinking. I've seen it on the news. There are alcohol-free bars in the DMV that people are happy to go to. So I don't think it's as prevalent as it used to be. You know, everyone just like getting drunk and you having to worry as much. Again, I'm not saying you don't have to worry at all, because you always have to worry. There are always exceptions to the rule, right? Even if there are rules, people don't always follow them. So I just, it was a lot of negativity when, and not like bad negativity, just like, I wouldn't do that. Nope, that's too risky. I'm going to be right at home. I'm going to be in my bed, especially people in my age group or our age group, if you're my age. I'm going to be at home in my bed. Look, you might be one of the people I'm talking about you. And nothing negative, again, to each his own, but it was something that I really wanted to do. I really wanted just to experience it and see what the what was. And y'all, I had a funky good time. And it could just be me because I have a funky good time everywhere I go, but I had a funky good time. I went to the Watergate Hotel. They had a cabaret event there. I thought that might have been like the safest thing for me to do because I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm sitting here talking about all these other people. It did just psych me out a little bit, but not enough to make me not want to engage. So I put that all on with a brush and kind of blended it a little bit, but I'm gonna use this beauty blender to, blend it all in. So anyway, I had an amazing time. You hear me? I was so happy to be able to get dressed up, even though I wasn't able to wear what I wanted to wear. Like that, the outfit that I did wear, it was pretty much a makeshift outfit, but I was happy with it. And I actually got a lot of, not that this is the end all be all, but I got a lot of positive feedback from the ladies that were in the room. Usually, people are hesitant to give out like compliments and things like that, even though I love complimenting a girl. Oh, I love when the girls do their thing and they look freaking gorgeous, or they're just wearing their confidence, right? It doesn't matter because gorgeous is subjective, but when they're wearing their confidence, your girl loves it. Okay, because I was wrapped in confidence last night. I would say that I probably shouldn't have been wearing what I had on because the abs ain't ready, but I still wore it. Anyway, I had an amazing time. Let me tell you guys, like, I am determined, and I'm putting on blush. This is a MAC blush Raisin, and again, I'm gonna pop these things up on the screen. And y'all see I'm going fast because my reservation, and I gotta walk to it in heels. But anyway, one of the things that I noticed in the room, it wasn't like that people were drinking and getting drunk or anything like that, because they were not. I mean, people were having their cocktails, but they weren't drinking and like falling all over the place drunk. But what I will tell you, it was a very, very mixed crowd. It was something that made me like really happy that I chose that particular venue, because the crowd was so mixed, so mixed, and it just opens you up to different cultures, different thought processes. And even though we weren't all sitting down and talking to one another, even though some of that was happening, especially way before the countdown to midnight, just seeing the people interact, it made me so happy, you guys. I cannot tell a lie. This right here is a cream, it's called Red Camellia by Chanel. Again, we'll pop that up on the screen. But anyway, so I just thoroughly enjoyed seeing the people just enjoy themselves. It just made me so happy. It re-energized me. It just made me feel so good, to a point where it's lasting to even now. So like you guys, you may have experienced this as a kid. So I'm gonna put that on as a little bit of a red blush because, oh, that's a lot. I'm gonna put that on as a little bit of a red blush because we're wearing black and red tonight. Y'all, I forgot my earrings. Ugh, but it'll be okay. So anyway, I will tell you that growing up, I feel like I might have been, and not any fault of their own, I might have been surrounded by, and you might be able to relate to this, surrounded by people who were a little critical, right? Joning was a thing whenever I was younger, and I feel like through the joning, we kind of curtailed ourselves to what was acceptable to other people. I will tell you, the people in this room, honey, they didn't grow up with no joning. They didn't, because they were having the funkiest good time, and it wasn't like they were dancing on the dance floor and was just free. Just free. No fear of being judged. No worry in the world. And I know a lot of people categorize that as not having rhythm. I'm sure you've heard that before, right? I had this conversation with my love. At one point in my life, I would have also categorized what I observed as not having rhythm, right? But what I feel like I really observed, and it's because I'm in a different mindset, what I feel like I really observed was freedom. Just freedom. Freedom to be, right? And to a point where, honey, I went out on that dance floor and I was just feeling free to be as well. I wasn't worried about any judgment, no one mocking you and the way that you dance and the way that you're moving or anything like that. Just pure maturity and everyone having an amazing time. And to me, that's what that type of celebration is about, right? Especially, hold on, let me do this real quick before I keep on talking. But yeah, especially at the point that I'm at in my life, I desire to be 110% free, right? We've had this conversation before. At 44, and I know you've heard other people at this age or in this age group describe it a little bit differently, but it's all the same thing. You know how people be like, oh, ever since I turned 40, you know, I don't put up with anything. I don't hold back on anything. I say what I need to say or whatever it is. My boundaries are in there like swimwear, right? What I'm describing is literally the way that those people are describing how they feel. Freedom, just free and not a worry in the world. So because it's my deepest desire for 2026 and beyond, even in 2025, I mean, since I turned 40 years old, it's always been my desire. And that's what I felt like I felt in the room. That was the energy in the room, right? Not anyone angry, trying to fight, being in each other's way. Like it just was so good. It was such a good energy, believe it or not. And it was because everyone was just free. No one was doing anything that they had no business doing. Everyone was literally just, even the couples, you guys, I mean, there might have been one or two who was like dirty dancing. They thought they was on a movie. But for the most part, there were couples there and they were dancing, you know, and doing their thing, and they weren't being inappropriate at all, which is kind of what I expect at the Watergate Hotel, right? Those are generally professionals, wealthy people, you know, people who are respectful of themselves, right? It was just such a good time. And I'm not sharing this with you to like encourage you to go out and, you know, do whatever. I just want to share it with you just so that you can hear a different opinion. Even if your opinion is, oh, no, I'm not going out because, you know, it's just whatever the reason. Just know that not every scenario is that way. And when you speak that way about an experience, this is just my opinion. When you speak that way about an experience, you create that negative vibe for yourself. But I went into it just like, oh no,
this is gonna be a fabulous night. I know my outfit didn't turn out the way I wanted to. It didn't even matter.
Like I wanted to exude beautiful energy so that I received beautiful energy. And I did, y'all. There was a lady there who gave me like the nicest compliment. And I really appreciated it. Not because I live my life hanging on, you know, compliments from other people, but because it was proof to me that I was exuding the energy that I really desired to exude, right? And I wanted to take that into 2026 and I want to exude that to you all so that, you know, I get it back, right? I know there are always going to be some negative noodles in the bunch that we're going to have to deal with. I mean, I definitely get negative comments, but I protect you guys from those whenever I do. But the point of the matter is I want to exude positivity so that I get that back. And I want to show you that if you are struggling with that and that's on your list of things to resolve or deal with this year, don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. We're going to work on that together, right? Because even though I don't naturally have a negative mindset, I naturally have, let's resolve this, you know, like the fixer. I'm the fixer, right? But it's something that can be resolved and it's something that can be changed even if you've had negative experiences. And I'm telling you, last night was proof that if you walk into it with a positive mindset, baby, that positivity is going to come right back. Anyway, I'm finished my makeup and it's going to be what it's going to be because I need to make it to this reservation. Let me go put my clothes on and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I'm dressed. This is the bag we're carrying. It's a makeup case, a Dior one. I wanted to bring my lady Dior, but that's just not the vibes for this area. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we gotta get out of here. I'm gonna put my ring on. I have this little ring that's black in red, a red stone. So you know, it all goes together. I'm gonna show you guys the full fit, and then we're gonna head up out of this joint and get to the restaurant, because it's probably gonna take me 10 minutes to walk there. And because I got these heels. Let me show you, and then we gonna head out. Okay, guys, I'm gonna vlog on my phone because I don't want to be carrying a big old camera into this fancy old restaurant. But let me just show you my outfit real quick. So this is the sweater. It's kind of like a schoolgirl look, like a preppy look. I bought this a long time ago. And then these are the heels. So y'all see why it's gonna take me forever, but I freaking love them. I was supposed to wear stockings, but I didn't feel like putting them on. So this is just gonna be the look. It is what it is. Now let's go. We gotta get out of here.
They say when you find peace in your own reflection, that's when you know you've arrived. I'm just walking in what I prayed for. Used to question every move I made. Now I trust the steps even when they fade. Built from quiet storms and Sunday grace. Learn the beauty in it, taking up space and see the rules.
But whatever. When you're her, you gotta do what you gotta do. Push the word. Anyway, let me focus on walking, and I'll see y'all when we get to the restaurant.
Just for show, luxury and peace, that's the real glory. Learn to rest and still call it work, cause healing ain't soft, just power in the dirt, did it my way. Even when they doubted, now the vision's clear, can't move without it, blessing multiply, everything new. When you move in truth, the light finds you. Found the power in me, every loss made me see, didn't rush to climb, just took my time.
So good, thank you. Thank you.
Still grounded, still free, and I love the woman I've come to be. Yeah, I found the power in me. I found the power. Every step I'm taking, I choose where to go. Little sparks and looks in the life that I designed. Every move I make says, this moment is mine. I'm not chasing noise, I'm chasing peace. Every choice I make is how I find release. With intention, I ride. With intention, I shine. Every humble moment, every look's designed. Happier, empowered, reinvented in time. With an intention, this life is mine. Saint nurture touches, a ritual in place. Not about the speed, it's about the grace. Every season teaches, every trial refines. I'm building my future with an open mind. I don't measure worth by what's outside. I carry my crown with nothing to hide. With intention, I rise. With intention, I shine. Every humble moment, every love's design. Happier, empowered, reinvented in time. With intention, this life is mine. Say my name, Sarah, written in the light. Not by accident, this was all my fight. Her is the antidote, my truth, my way. I live with intention every single day. With intention, I ride. With intention, I shine. Every humble moment, every love's design. Happier, empowered, reinvented in time. With intention, forever
As you guys saw, we are keeping our promises this year already. I mean, I know it's only day 2, right? But what better time to start than immediately? I want to start working out 3 days a week, and I chose Friday, Saturday, Sunday because those are just the easiest days to make sure I make it to the gym or whatever workout, because next Friday we're doing something a little bit different. I've done it before, but I don't think that I put it on the channel. I'm doing a glow-in-the-dark jump rope exercise after work. So I mean, we might do a little bit of walking before then, but I doubt it because I'm trying to get through the glow-in-the-dark jump rope event. But anyway, I just wanted to make sure I moved my body today. I didn't want to like lack on the promises. And y'all, the wildest thing, I know you probably already saw, I'm gonna take my stuff off because we gotta go to the spa after this, but we'll talk about that in a second. But I was the only one in the gym. Now whenever I was leaving, I will say like 1 or 2 people were coming in, and I know a lot of people say like when the new year actually starts, like on a Wednesday or a Thursday or whatever, like or especially a Friday, oh yeah, the new year doesn't start until Monday. So you know, on Monday I'll start my exercises. But I decided that I'm just gonna keep my word. No matter the date, I wanted to make sure I move my body at least 3 days a week, and that started with Friday. So I saw I went to the gym this morning. I feel good. I wasn't able to go as long as I wanted to because I got there a little bit later than I wanted to, because girl, you know, we got to get the content in. But also I'm just getting back into it, right? Since I started eating right for my blood type, I didn't necessarily have the energy to work out as much as I used to. So I wasn't eating the same things that would give me the energy to do it, and I didn't really want to start drinking energy drinks. So I slowed down. And I will say, eating right for my blood type, it had me lose 20 pounds total in a couple of months. I will say that when I got on the scale recently, I had to come face to face with my November and December choices. And much of that weight is back because I was not eating right for my blood type, y'all. I was eating bacon. That first watch, $1 Million Bacon, had me in a chokehold for the last 2 months, but we back on it, okay? And I can vouch for the fact that, yeah, eating right for your blood type, following that lifestyle, because it's not necessarily supposed to be a diet. Like, your blood type doesn't change. So the recommendations based on your blood type and the diseases that your blood type is susceptible to and all of that, like it really, I have found it to work very, very well for me. So we back on it. And that's why in the last video I said that we're going to be doing a lot of cooking at home, because a lot of the things that go into foods at restaurants and things like that, like some things you can be a little safe with, right? And the temptation. Okay, last night the steakhouse made it super easy for me because they had the chicken, which was so darn good. Because I can eat meat. I mean, my blood type, it's A positive, and of course positives in there. But my blood type can, it's encouraged for my blood type to be vegan, okay? Pescatarian at best, but turkey and chicken are neutral meats for me, so they don't add to my health. Like they don't provide any like good nutrients, but besides like protein, but they don't take away from me either, right? So they won't make me sick necessarily. So I still consume chicken and turkey, not as much as I would have in the past, but you know, like if I'm out somewhere and I want to, you know, eat chicken, I can. So I really appreciate that about the lifestyle, because that chicken was so good. I had it one time a really long time ago, and it was so darn good, which is a huge change for me, because at steakhouses generally I don't get steak. I usually always get a crab cake, because crab cakes are my were my jam. I did have a crab cake at this particular steakhouse like years and years ago, and I didn't like it. So it made it super easy for me to just stay focused and stay on target and get the chicken that I planned to get. And then the chicken came with collard greens, and collard greens are a plus for my blood type. Obviously it's a vegetable, but it definitely contributes to a healthy lifestyle for me. So that worked out. Red wine is also on the list of things that I can consume as an A type. As a matter of fact, it's encouraged to drink a little bit on a daily basis. I was doing that before, but I got tired of it, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. But I think that I'll be okay with doing it this time. One, to make, as long as I make sure it's not too much, right? So not a heavy pour. But two, I think I love a cab. It takes a little while for you to find the wine that you absolutely love, and we'll probably do some wine tastings this year just so that you guys can like just get a peek into like sipping and figuring out like what your favorite wine is, especially if you're not already into wine. But it took a little while. many tastes of different types of wine, and I'm finding that a Cabernet is definitely my jam. So I think that I can consume a little bit of that, you know, like maybe 2 ounces of that daily. And I'm telling you, when I was doing it, I felt amazing. I can't take anything away from it. Like, I didn't retain fluid because that's an issue I've had since I gave birth to my son 18 years ago. And I just felt really good, and I want to get that good feeling back. Not to mention the body yaddy was looking real good, and so I want to continue that and continue down that path forever. Like, I don't want to stop again come November, December. So when I'm doing my reflections in November, December, and looking back at my videos, I'm gonna see this: Sarah, you better not mess up in November and December. Okay. All right, that was for me. Anyway, it is 9:26. I just was gonna chill for a second, take a shower, and then we are headed to the spa. I am getting a deep tissue massage with some aromatherapy oil. I haven't gotten a massage in a really long time, because I don't know if I told you guys, but my masseuse that I was going to like once a month, darn near every 2 weeks, because she was just that good, and she focused on like whole body, mind and body, and she understood the body. Let me tell you, like, as soon as she touched you, obviously many masseuses can tell you, you know, like, oh, you have a lot of tension in your neck and this, that, and the other, but it was just something, I don't know, she was like a mix between a chiropractor, because like she cracking the bones, you know, like stretching you out, but also giving you a massage. She moved and just ruined my massage life. I've tried plenty of different places since her, and I'm telling you, they just simply didn't cut the mustard. My friend Nura, she gave me a gift card to a place called Hand and Stone. I went and I was not impressed. I was not impressed at all. And nothing against the masseuse, because I think that she did what they're taught, right? But my previous masseuse was taught something totally different. She was taught a different technique, right? And it's a very specific technique that I don't know the name of. But I just wish she would come back to the DMV so I can go back to her. But honey, she is in Florida living it up and doing her thing. I'm super happy for her, but not happy for me. So anyway, I am going to shower and put on some really chill clothes, because we aren't doing much today. I have a lot of YouTube work that I want to do, like a lot of content that I want to create, because we have some really cool videos coming out, and then just chill. As far as dinner is concerned, I'm not getting dressed up and going out, because I want this to just be a chill staycation from this moment on. And after a massage, I be tired, okay? I be super duper tired, like nap status tired. So I didn't want to have a whole lot planned. So we'll probably go down to the food court here in the hotel and just grab something. Like, it's a Shake Shack here, and I love me a Shake Shack chicken sandwich. So I may go to Shake Shack and get a chicken sandwich. There's another restaurant here, a couple of restaurants here that I've never been to before, so maybe I'll stop into those. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, we'll see where the day takes us. First things first, we got to get to that spa. I stopped by, like I think I told you guys, I stopped by on my way back to the room, and the young lady at the front desk was so super sweet. She saw me recording and she asked me, well, do you have an appointment here later? And I was like, yeah, I do. And she said, okay, well, you can come in at 10 a.m. Before a lot of traffic gets here, like a lot of people get here, so that you can do your recording and like really get into the amenities in the area. I'm like, okay, all right. So like I said, now it's 9:29. I'm gonna get in the shower, I'm gonna put my chill comfy clothes on, and then I'm gonna head down to the spa at 10 a.m. so that we can like get a feel for the vibes. And speaking of the vibes, did y'all see the gym? Did y'all see the gym? It's like so freaking chic. I know a lot of people try to give Kim Kardashian credit for like the minimalist look, and I love me some, like, I love the vibes that Kim Kardashian encourages, like in her home and in the style. And I love me some Skims. Like, no matter what anybody say, there's no dupe for Skims. Skims is Skims. If you've never had Skims before, then the dupe will work just fine. But no, Kim definitely has done her thing. Okay, maybe I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not even gonna mention that guy. But maybe on his back. But the point of the matter is, she definitely is doing her thing, and that's what we all should be doing. You know, many of us, just to get on a little bit of a soapbox, many of us have dated in the past and we allow those relationships to haunt us. But in my opinion, we should look back on all of those relationships and figure out what we learned from that man that was in our lives. Maybe he wasn't our forever man, maybe he was our for the moment man, and there were some lessons to learn from him, and then we could apply them right now, which could contribute to our future. Okay, I'm just saying, I'm not saying, you know, like use your man or date a man to use him, but what I'm saying is use your life experiences, and if that includes a man you used to date, then do your thing. That's just how I feel. Okay, there are many things that we can learn from others, and that really goes for every relationship. You learned a lot from your parents, you learned a lot from your friends, you learned a lot from classmates, teachers, all of those things. Reflect on those things and apply them in your life right now and create the beautiful life that you desire. Like, that definitely is something that I applaud in everyone, but especially women. You don't have to be a victim of your last relationship, even if it was crazy and insane, absolutely not right for you. Instead of focusing on what was bad about the relationship, in my opinion, we all should say, all right, that man came with a whole lot of negativity, but I learned how to fill in the blank, and that's going to contribute to the good life I'm about to live in the future. Period. It doesn't always have to be money, because I'm telling you right now, in my opinion, knowledge can be way more valuable than a little bit of money. I mean, you can give me some money and I will blow that thing in 24 hours, but you give me some knowledge and I'm gonna use that for the rest of my life. Anyway, getting off the soapbox, because I'm supposed to be getting ready to go to the spa, but I'm just saying, like, you guys, just so you know, like, these are the things that I want to share more of by way of my personality on the channel. I started out the channel like trying to share like the specific details and keying in really hard on my journey to becoming who I am. But I feel like maybe, just maybe, that technique wasn't what my audience and my tribe needed. And y'all let me know. You can comment down below, let me know. I feel like, you know, through me having fun and me living life and me showing you guys how I live now, I can tell you more about my story, and I can also share the nuggets that helped me along the way in my journey to become her. Because one thing I could tell you about 2025, 2024, 2023, 2022, whenever I started my journey, at this point, it 100% left me her. Period. Anyway, y'all, let me go get in the shower and get ready so that we can go on and go. And I'll show y'all like what I'm wearing or whatever, because I'm not leaving out. It's freezing outside. It's below 30. I know I showed that to y'all. I'm not going out there. I mean, it's nothing but water out there, and it's cold. Now I might take a shuttle somewhere, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. I'm just gonna wear something super duper chill so that we can make it to the spa. Anyway, I'm gonna go for real now. All right, y'all.
That's when you know you've arrived. I'm just walking me that grateful. Yeah, you should question every move I made. Now I trust the steps even when they fade. Built from quiet storms and Sunday grace. see the rules, they just see the bloom. Had to clean my circle, make a little room. Every note just to my view.
Alright, y'all, I am, ooh, can you see me? Yeah, I'm all showered, and I didn't put any lotion or anything on because the aromatherapy body oil is going to be used in my massage, so I'm not really worried about that too much. I'm gonna be all greased up. As y'all see, I have on this little Old Navy set, and you guys, I got this on Black Friday for 50% off. I can't even remember how much it was, but I'll put a link down below if I can link it. I'm pretty sure it's not 50% off right now, but let me tell you something. I'm so happy I got this little set. Now, I don't know if it's supposed to be considered pajamas because it was in the pajamas section, or just kind of like lounge wear to wear around the house. Either way, whatever they consider it, I love it. I love it. I love the color, especially for the summertime, but you know, I still bought it with me so I can feel bright and, you know, sunshiny. But absolutely love it. It feels good. It's like nice and thin and breathable, the pants, and then the shirt, it's just like a regular shirt. I mean, I probably could wear this as a t-shirt with an outfit if I chose to do so. But anyway, it's 10 o'clock, so we need to get out of here. I'm just about to put my sneakers on. I didn't bring any like Yeezy slide on shoes. I mean, I did bring my Yeezys, but I was gonna throw those on a little bit later. Either way, I'm just gonna go ahead and put my sneakers on, my socks and my sneakers on, and then head down to the spa. I know that they are going to have like slippers and robes and, you know, all the things. Well, I don't know because I've never been to the spa, but they should. It's a spa, okay? So I'm just gonna put my sneakers on and then take them off in probably 5 minutes. But anyway, that shower was so good. Like, the water here gets very hot. Very hot. And I love that. And I know it's not the best for your skin, but I love it. So good. Alright, let me get these shoes on, and we are all together. I'm going to show you the full outfit in just a second, and then we're going to go ahead and head to the spa. I'm so excited to get this massage. Like, there's no better way to kick off a year than nice and super relaxed. I've done this before, but not necessarily like a full-on staycation, but like go and get my nails and toes done on the first, which I did do yesterday, and then, you know, like get a little massage and all of the things. So anyway, let's go ahead and go because I'm already late.
Through all the trials and tribulations and happy situations, finally she loves me. Mental pains like chains on my soul. Naysayers trying to dim what I know. A couple haters, yeah, they showed up bold, but I stayed gold, I stayed whole. Adversity was the teacher, I was the flame, they the ether, but I burned right through the doubt. And now I'm loud, hear me shout. I created my own antidote. From the poison, made it holy, made it hope. She was fighting to become her, and come to find out, she is me. I created my own antidote. Say it twice just so you know. I created my own antidote. Whoa. Mirror, mirror, I see truth. All that pain made living proof. Cried alone, danced in the rain. Now that crown fits with no shame. It was never them, it was always me. Buried deep beneath, now I'm finally free. Yeah, they tried to write my ending, but baby, I'm just beginning. Adversity, I created my own antidote. Created her own antidote. She is me, she is me. I created my own antidote. Oh yes, I did. From the scars and the silence, I wrote this note. She was fighting to become her, and come to find out, she I created my own antidote.
My goodness. What an experience. Let's change so we can go get something to eat.
Finally, she loves me.
Hey, what's up, you guys? You know what? Let me turn this TV down. I just have BET on, so Martin's playing right now. I felt like it was just the safest channel to have playing in a hotel, since I don't have like my Netflix and, you know, all of that or whatever. You guys, I'm about to eat. I went and got some food from a place called Bread and Butter. I'm gonna insert some footage of what I have here. Actually, let me see if I can show it to y'all. It's gonna look like a lot, because it is. It's tater tots, chicken sausage, eggs, like 2 eggs fried hard, toast. I am starving. It is 3 p.m. and this is my first time eating today. So as you can imagine, your girl is about to devour some of this, because it's likely that I won't eat very many of the potatoes, because that's not eating right for your blood type. So I actually probably won't even eat any of them. But I wanted to come on real quick before I eat, and hopefully my food doesn't get super cold. But the spa experience, the freaking spa experience, amazing. And to be perfectly honest with you, y'all saw it already. I recorded the mess out of it, but a few things that you couldn't tell from the recording: the staff, from the receptionist to just anyone walking around the space, amazing, super duper chic. Like, you just feel like you're in a whole other world. And to me, that's a freaking spa. You hear me? Way back in the day, I used to go to the spa once a month. That was just my jam, especially when my kids were younger. Mama needed to rest, okay? But I stopped because that spa, it was called Red Door. It was in Tyson's Corner, Virginia, because that was my jam. And then I used to go to a spa in Bloomingdale's for a little while. Long story short, all of those places are gone. In the day and age of massage envy and, you know, like membership type places, like what's the other one, Hand and Stone, in the day and age of those places, a lot of the boutique spas are gone. There's one that I want to visit one day. It's, I think, Silk Rose Spa in Arlington or Alexandria, one of those A's. I always mix the two up. I do want to visit that one, but it's very, very different from this modernized space, right? So if you want like a very like cozy, quaint spa, just from the video, because I've never been there before, I'm gonna go though and share it with you guys. And there was one other that someone recommended, but let's stay focused. This freaking spa, the staff, amazing. The receptionist just was so thorough and so supportive of me sharing this experience with you guys. As a matter of fact, she is one of our tribe members. Hey girl, hey, if you're watching, hopefully I did you well with the recording and the editing and all of that. You have to let me know down below in the comment section. No pressure though. A thumbs up will work. You guys, that's a freaking spa, and we're gonna be back here again. I don't know, I might have to get back to my once a month massages again. First of all, the massage was also good too, like so good. Exactly what I've been looking for when going to a masseuse and never have been able to get it. Never. Anyway, just such a really good experience. I'm actually, I could lay down and go to sleep right now, but I got things to do. I got some editing to do. I have some content to record, and then the young ladies in the spa just told me about an event that they're gonna have in the lobby here, so we'll probably go to that later if I have enough energy and time, because I have some things to record in the room. But you guys, like, I just can't get over the amazingness that's in this building that I've never seen anyone talk about. Like, it's never come across my feed on any of the platforms at all. And it's not because it's luxe, because hello, my braider called me the queen of luxe. I would, you know, I'm too humble to call myself that, but I mean, she called me it. So hello, luxe finds me, and it's so luxe. And they actually have a section for the men. So I could only show you the female and the co-ed sections, because I mean, obviously that's the only place that I could go, but they have an area for men too, couples massages, all of the things. things. Like, I'm just like so wooed and so relaxed all at the same time. Like, I definitely think we will be back in the month of February, 100% for sure. There's no way I could not. I'm gonna be dreaming of this. And that sauna and steam room. Did you guys see? If you made it this far, you definitely saw. I could not help myself. First of all, when I left the gym, I was looking for a sauna because my gym has a sauna. And I usually would go and get in the sauna after I finished working out. But are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? That steam room, unreal. And I enjoyed every second of it. I just felt the toxins leaving my body. Like, what? I've never been in the steam room before, by the way. Never, ever, ever, ever in my life, in my 44 years, I've never been in the steam room, just the sauna repeatedly. And then pour some water over, you know, the hot coals so that it becomes a steam room. But that was just freaking amazing. Just the facilities. I feel like I belong here. Anyway, you guys, I don't want my food to get too cold. Obviously, there's so much more that I want to talk to you all about. But yeah, that was a really, really good time. Shout out to my sister for just setting up this entire experience for me. Because, oh yeah, I don't think I mentioned that to you guys. My sister Demetria, she set up this entire experience for us, and it's been amazing. We're here until tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. so we're gonna see what kind of things we can get into later tonight and tomorrow morning. I'm just saying, this has been an amazing experience. If you guys get the chance and you are in the DMV, I would definitely encourage you, even if you don't stay overnight at the MGM, definitely check out the spa. And let me tell you, I'm sorry, my food will just have to get cold because I gotta tell you guys about this experience. After my massage, we go into the little waiting area where, you know, you just relax a little bit more, and they give you a mimosa. I opted to get a pineapple mimosa because I'm supposed to have pineapple juice that's right for my blood type. I mean, never mind the fact that the sparkling wine they put in there, because I know it wasn't champagne, it has bubbles, and you're supposed to stay away from that if you're A type. So I wasn't supposed to drink that, but whatever, you know, just whatever. So while I was drinking it, I ran into a young lady, and her name is Chanel. Hey, Chanel. She's actually a tribe member too. It was such a good conversation. Such a good conversation where she probably doesn't even realize, but it was pouring into me. You know, making me reflect on where I came from and how far I've come in my life with my self-love and all of the things that you guys see from me right now in this moment, you know. And it was just such a good conversation. She's so young and so much life ahead of her, and I already know she's about to be a force to be reckoned with after that conversation. So I mean, Chanel, we marking it right here. I'm talking to you again. We expect to hear the amazing story about the force to be reckoned with that you become. It is my greatest joy and my deepest desire to pour into women. Men too. I mean, and the men who know me, they know that, you know, like just my life experience and my perspective and all of the things. It is my desire to pour into them too, right? And encourage them to love themselves and all of that, because it's not just reserved for women. I know we talk about it the most because we're in our fields the most, but it's for men too. And Chanel and I were talking about that, like how important it is for men to go on that self-love journey and have so much love and self-respect for themselves that, you know, they don't have these low vibrational experiences that we hear about on the internet, you know, because what people don't realize is sometimes you invite those things into your life, and it's not always because you are negative that you invite negativity in your life. Sometimes you don't realize the positivity that you have in yourself, and so the negativity slips in there somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I've never been a negative person ever in my life, even though I've had plenty of negative experiences. But now, as I stand in front of you all today, and Chanel and I were talking about this, I realized that it wasn't that I was negative at all, that I had those negative experiences. It's just that I hadn't tapped into the ultimate positivity, the ultimate love that I had for myself to prevent me from experiencing those negative things. So anyway, an amazing conversation, and I thank you like so much, Chanel, for helping me, like, you know, allowing me to share with you and allowing me to pour into you, but you pouring into me as well. Like, super appreciative of that. I'm always appreciative of those types of interactions with women and men alike, but especially women. I'm sorry, guys, I am a woman. Hello, I gave birth to a woman, and I want nothing more than to be a good example for her and other young women, right? Because I've been there and I've done that, and her and I were talking about like me sharing my story, and over time I will share more of my story because there's a lot to it, and she know about it, but she ain't about to tell y'all in these comments, okay? But there's so much that I have to share, and so many experiences that I speak from that I haven't necessarily shared on the channel yet, but they're coming. And yeah, I don't know, that just made me super duper excited. Like, and then the reassurance that she gave me, because believe it or not, like, I show up on this channel like, you know, I'm the most confident woman in this world, and I am a very confident woman. But there are moments when, you know, a video doesn't get very many likes, or doesn't get very many views, or any comments at all, that I wonder to myself, like, are you being delusional? Like, can you really do this? And just talking to her and her pouring into me, it just gave me that boost to keep going, right? And like, you guys liking and you guys commenting and all of the feedback that I received, it gives me just the energy that I need to keep going, because whether you believe it or not, this is an exchange of energy. And that's why I always ask you guys, like, oh, please just give me a thumbs up or comment down below and let me know that you're watching. Let me know that you're enjoying, because I don't want to exchange this energy if it's not something that you enjoy or you vibe with, right? The whole goal behind me doing this channel is community and finding my tribe, because sometimes in real life it's difficult to find that, right? You have the people that are within your reach or within that vicinity, the people that you grew up with, but sometimes your tribe is in India. You know what I'm saying? Like, a member of your tribe can be in India, it could be in UK, it could be all over the world. And this is my way of being able to find that tribe everywhere, you know, not just and only in the DMV. So anyway, long story short, like, that not only did the massage like relax me and just give me the mental clarity that I was looking for, but having that interaction with Chanel, it definitely, and the other staff members, it definitely recharged me and brought me to this space right here. So that's what this was all about, you know, not just and only for content, but first and foremost, I want to thank my sister Demetria, because I wouldn't be here if she didn't set this all up. And then second, all of the tribe members, the new tribe members that just recently joined based on my interactions with them here. Thank you so much for pouring into me, because whether you realize it or not, you definitely poured into me. So anyway, I'm gonna eat my cold food, because I know it's cold now. And I'm gonna get off of my soapbox and I'm gonna enjoy this. I probably will relax a little bit and then grab some content. I may show you guys some behind the scenes, just all depends on what the what is. And then if we end up going downstairs, first of all, we're going to Ginger, because Chanel and the receptionist, and I hate that I can't remember the receptionist's name, but she's an esthetician too, she had told me, so she's more than a receptionist. But she and Chanel told me about Ginger. It's a like Chinese food, Asian fusion restaurant here, and she mentioned dumplings, honey, and I'm a dumpling girl, okay? So we'll likely go down there and get those dumplings, because that is downstairs, because we're on the 22nd floor. Did I tell y'all that? I'm pretty sure I did. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and eat my food, and I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Thank you for letting me pour in, and thank you for pouring. Hey, what's up, you guys? We are back over here in this chair again. It's a whole lot of time later, like 5 hours later, I ate that food, I edited some content, and I took me a little nappy nap. Okay, so I could stay up for a little longer tonight than I normally would and record some content, and most of it's like nighttime content anyway. So anyway, I wanted to like bring you guys in because I'm about to go to a restaurant here in the hotel. Like I told you guys, I'm not getting dressed up. I'm just gonna wear, you know, my chill outfit that I had on a little bit earlier, and I still feel so relaxed. Insane. But I want to go to the restaurant called Ginger that I told you guys about a little bit earlier. I am not gonna stay there though. I'm just gonna get the food to go and come back up to the room so that I can eat when I get hungry, because I'm not even hungry right now, but I don't want to be trying to leave out super duper late and go and get something to eat. I don't even know what time it closes. So either case, I was thinking, you know what, just go down there and get your food, get the dumplings, because I don't want to miss them before I leave, and then come back up here, continue recording content. I'm getting so much like this. Things like this are so helpful because I'm not worried about what I need to do around the chateau. All I have to focus on: sleeping, eating, relaxing, and content. That's it, and that's all. It's actually been amazing. But that's what we're about to do. Of course, I'm taking you guys with me because I want you to see the restaurant Ginger and all of the things around it, because it's in the little atrium area where they have like beautiful decor. They also have a bakery called the Bellagio Bakery, and it's one other restaurant, and then the entrance to the casino. And y'all, I haven't been in the casino at all since I've been here, but you know, it's just not my jam. Not my jam at all. I like other forms of entertainment, like walking through Tyson's Galleria, buying things that I can take home and admire because they're so gorgeous, but haven't been in there at all. And even if I did go in there, I couldn't take you guys because they don't allow like video recording or whatever, you know, so that the cheaters aren't learning and learning how to cheat. But anyway, so I'm gonna take you guys down there just so you can see like the decor in the atrium. You all may or may not remember when I went to Vegas last November and I took y'all with me. It was a 2-part video. I showed you all the decor in the Bellagio, and it's very, very similar, but of course Vegas is way better. You know, everything's just better in Vegas, but this is just like on a small measure, but still big for the DMV. So I want to show you guys that and go and get this food, honey. So let's go ahead and do that so that I can get back to work. And let me tell you, I've done a lot of work since I have been on this staycation, and I still feel amazing because it doesn't feel like work. I absolutely love creating content for y'all. So anyway, let's go on down here and get us some food.
With intention, with intention, I don't rush the mornings, I breathe them in slow. I'm not entering 2026 quietly. I'm walking in as her, happier, empowered, reinvented. I wore my crown in private long enough. This year, it's visible. I don't second guess my reflection now. I recognize the woman looking back. Every lesson settled into my bones. Every choice led me home. I carried my crown through silent seasons. Learned my power without display. Now I stand exactly as I am. No hiding, no delay. I don't need permission to stand firm in who I am. I earned this confidence with intention, faith, and plans. I'm her out loud in 2026. Standing grounded, standing in my truth. Happier than I've ever been, empowered by everything I lived through. Reinvented, refined, aligned. it's evident. My energy speaks before I do. I protect my peace like it's priceless. Because it is, I let good things find me easily. I receive without apology. What's meant for me recognizes me, and this year I say yes effortlessly. I'm on a mission to stand firm in who I am. I earned this confidence with intention, faith, and heard out loud. 26, standing grounded in my truth. Happier than I've ever been, powered by everything I lived through. Reinvented, refined, aligned. I'm not hiding this light of mine. I'm ready for the joy, the overflow too. 2026, I'm coming through this. This isn't a phase, this is who I am now. I wore my crown quietly while I was learning. I polished it in private, now I wear it where it can be seen. I don't whisper my worth, I don't dim my desires. I let my life be big, beautiful, and intentional. I'm her out loud, watch me rise. Crown on full display, head held high.
As 2025 came to a close, I found myself grateful in ways I didn't expect. Grateful for the moments that felt easy and the ones that asked more of me. For the wins that were celebrated out loud and the quiet lessons that reshaped me behind the scenes. And I'm deeply grateful for this tribe, for every message, every comment, every moment of encouragement that reminded me that I wasn't walking this journey alone. 2025 wasn't perfect, but it was purposeful. It taught me how to sit with myself, how to choose rest without guilt, how to pour into my body, my peace, and my joy with intention. This year reminded me that luxury isn't always about where you go. Sometimes it's about who you become when you slow down. Through every high, every pause, every pivot, I am grateful because through it all, 2025 made me her.
She started as a daughter, bright eyes in a world so wide, holding on to mama's hand, with daddy walking by her side. Then she grew into a sister, secrets whispered in the night, laughing loud, protecting love, learning how to fight. Every chapter, every name, wrote a story, left a flame. But underneath, through all the change, she was always the same. Daughter, sister, best friend, wife, mom, ex-wife, pieces of a life. Through it all, the titles fade and blur. Now she's simply her. Not a label, not a role to serve. Through the heartbreaks, shoulder where the tears belong. Wife who built a kingdom, mom who kept the fire strong. Ex-wife in the ashes, learning how to start again. Finding power in the silence, turning loss into a friend. Every chapter, every name, wrote a story, left a flame. But underneath, through all the change, she was always the same. Daughter, sister, best friend, wife, mom, ex-wife, pieces of a life. Through it all, was giving more than every part she played, every script she was living. Now she stands whole and free.